This production is brought to you by the University of Edinburgh.
Hello, and welcome to an interactive introduction to MATLAB. This screencast will look at creating a matrix and how to access elements within arrays and matrices. Combining the knowledge of how to create a row and column vector, we can quite easily create a matrix. Let's create a matrix A, which has 2 rows and 4 columns. In the first row, we enter the elements 1, 2, 3 and 4. Adding a semicolon after the 4 denotes a new row, and I will add 5, 6, 7 and 8. As you can see, this then produces a matrix containing 4 columns and 2 rows. Now, we will look at a couple of commands which investigate the size of arrays and matrices. But before we do this, let's create a row vector called B that starts at 30, counts down by increments of 2, and stops at 14. If we wanted to find out the size of matrix A, or vector B, we can use the whos command to list all the variables in the current workspace. But if I only want to focus in on one, I can use the size command. For matrix A, it returns a variable with the numbers 2 and 4. The number 2 corresponding to the number of rows, and the number 4 corresponding to the number of columns. In a similar fashion, we can use the command called length to find out the length of my row vector B. It returns with an answer of 9, since B contains 9 elements. The second part of this screencast is about accessing individual elements within arrays and matrices. This can be done by typing the matrice's corresponding identity, then typing bracket, and entering the row number, then comma, then the column number, then close bracket. For example, if we wanted to retrieve the element which is in matrix A, row 2, column 2, we can type A bracket 2, comma 2, close bracket. It returns with the answer 6, which we can see is in the second row and the second column of matrix A. Carrying out a similar process for B by trying to find the second last element in the matrix, we can type B bracket 1, comma 8, close bracket. This returns the value of 16, which we can see is the element in the first row, 8th column. If we wanted to return the whole of the first row from matrix A, we can use the colon rotation to achieve this. Typing A bracket 1, comma colon close bracket, and replacing the column element with this colon, returns all the columns in row 1. Also, if I wanted all the rows in the third column of A, I can type A bracket colon comma 3 close bracket. As expected, it returns 3 and 7. In this screencast, we have looked at how to create matrices, how to access the size of a matrix or array using the size and length functions, and we've looked at how to access specific elements within matrices and arrays.
This production is copyright the University of Edinburgh.